Meghan Markle speaks out in defense of 5 friends who have become involved in her case. Meghan Markle has faced a huge wave of online abuse since joining the royal family, hounded by the press and public alike since day one, with the royal family forced to make multiple unprecedented statements asking for her privacy. The run-up to the couple's wedding was overshadowed by Thomas Markle drama and cruel reports of Meghan making Kate Middleton cry, pitting the royal sisters-in-law against each other. And Meghan Markle's pregnancy was consumed with body-shaming abuse and salacious stories that the Duchess was unable to contest. Since stepping down from their royal roles earlier this year, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have filed a lawsuit against Associated Newspapers Limited, taking action against the bullying Meghan faced, with new court documents revealing just how badly her mental health was affected while pregnant. The claimant had become the subject of a large number of false and damaging articles by the UK tabloid media, specifically by the defendant, which caused tremendous emotional distress and damage to her mental health, Meghan Markle's legal team reportedly claim in documents released on June 30. As her friends had never seen her in this state before, they were rightly concerned for her welfare, specifically as she was pregnant, unprotected by the institution, and prohibited from defending herself. This relates to 5 friends of Meghan, who were interviewed by People magazine to speak anonymously in defense of the Duchess, something that Meghan explains that she was not involved with. Providing a witness statement as part of Thursday's court filing, Meghan explained, Associated Newspapers, the owner of the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday, is threatening to publish the names of 5 women, 5 private citizens, who made a choice on their own to speak anonymously with a U.S. media outlet more than a year ago, to defend me from the bullying behavior of Britain's tabloid media. Going on to reportedly file an application to ask that the names are kept confidential, she continued, these 5 women are not on trial, and nor am I. The publisher of the Mail on Sunday is the one on trial. It is this publisher that acted unlawfully and is attempting to evade accountability, to create a circus and distract from the point of this case, that the Mail on Sunday unlawfully published my private letter. Each of these women is a private citizen, young mother, and each has a basic right to privacy. Both the Mail on Sunday and the court system have their names on a confidential schedule, but for the Mail on Sunday to expose them in the public domain for no reason other than clickbait and commercial gain is vicious and poses a threat to their emotional and mental well-being. The Mail on Sunday is playing a media game with real lives. Meghan went on to state, I respectfully ask the court to treat this legal matter with the sensitivity it deserves, and to prevent the publisher of the Mail on Sunday from breaking precedent and abusing the legal process by identifying these anonymous individuals, a privilege that these newspapers in fact rely upon to protect their own unnamed sources. The case is ongoing.
Meghan Markle launches bid to keep secret the identities of 5 female friends who briefed People magazine about Meghan and her relationship with her father for story that lies at heart of massive privacy case. Meghan Markle today issued an application for a high court injunction to stop anyone from naming her 5 female friends who briefed People magazine about her in a letter sent by the former Suits star to her estranged father Thomas. The 5 women, whose sex was previously unknown until the Duchess today revealed it, were named as the sources of a People magazine article in 2019 in legal papers submitted by Meghan to the court last week, although their identities were not made public. The article lies at the heart of her privacy and copyright case against the Mail on Sunday because it was the first time the existence of a letter the Duchess had written to her father Thomas was revealed. The Mail on Sunday claims that revelation and the misleading impression it gave of the letter gave Thomas the right to publish more of the handwritten note in the Mail on Sunday to defend himself after their relationship became hopelessly estranged in the wake of Meghan's marriage to Harry in May 2018. But Meghan insists that she had no idea any of her friends had spoken to People magazine until after the fact. All 5 of the women now face the prospect of being hauled to the High Court in London next year to testify in the explosive privacy trial. They will be asked to confirm on oath that the Duchess had no prior knowledge that they were going to speak to People. Today Meghan applied for an injunction against the publisher of the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online, claiming that Associated Newspapers, the owner of the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday, is threatening to publish the names of 5 women, 5 private citizens, who made a choice on their own to speak anonymously with a US media outlet more than a year ago, to defend me from the bullying behavior of Britain's tabloid media. These 5 women are not on trial, and nor am I. The publisher of the Mail on Sunday is the one on trial. Each of these women is a private citizen, young mother, and each has a basic right to privacy. These 5 women are not on trial, and nor am I. The publisher of the Mail on Sunday is the one on trial. A spokesman for the Mail on Sunday said today, to set the record straight, the Mail on Sunday had absolutely no intention of publishing the identity of the 5 friends this weekend. But their evidence is at the heart of the case and we see no reason why their identities should be kept secret. That is why we told the Duchess's lawyers last week that the question of their confidentiality should be properly considered by the court. The identities of the 5 friends have never been published, but Meghan's Canadian best friend Jessica Mulroney has been widely reported as one of the women believed to have spoken to people, including by the Daily Telegraph and The Sun in the UK. But Ms. Markle's decision to ditch Ms. Mulroney recently over racially tinged bullying allegations has increased speculation that the Canadian stylist could turn on the Duchess of Sussex ahead of the High Court battle due next year. Meghan apparently cut ties with Jessica, who she met while filming Suits in Toronto, after Black Canadian blogger Sasha Exeter said Mulroney used her wealth and privilege to silence her and then name-dropped her friendship with mixed-race Meghan as evidence that she wasn't racist. Meghan's publicists then briefed reporters that the Duchess was mortified by her best friend's behavior and that she could no longer be associated with her. On Monday, a source close to Ms. Mulroney told The Sun Stanwitten that Meghan has forsaken her most loyal friend just to look woke, adding, "She's completely distraught and devastated because Meghan has done nothing to stand up for her publicly. Jessica is terrified she will never work again." The rift has put huge strain on their friendship at a time when Meghan's legal battle with the Mail on Sunday over privacy edges towards a so-called trial of the century expected to take place in London next year, where the Duchess of Sussex and her father would be expected to give evidence against each other. Media lawyer Mark Stevens, a partner at London firm Howard Kennedy, told Mail Online that if Jessica Mulroney is one of the group of friends who spoke to People magazine, Ms. Markle and her legal team will be worried that she may refuse to give evidence or damage their case because they have now fallen out. He said, "If Ms. Mulroney is one of Meghan's 5 friends, then she will be a critical key witness in the case being advanced to trial. She will have to testify that even though the letter sent to Thomas Markle contained highly personal information, she took it upon herself to brief People magazine without Meghan knowing anything about it. All 5 will have to confirm that in court, and without it Meghan's case is hold below the waterline." In People's bombshell February 2019 interview, the 5, who were described by the magazine as a special sisterhood, lavished praise on Meghan. One of them, identified in court papers by Meghan as friend Adash, told the world about the letter she had posted to her father in October 2018. Meghan named her 5 friends to the High Court in a confidential schedule which was kept secret. In a public document she named them as friends A to E. She identified friend A as the one who had told People that the letter had said, "Dad, I'm so heartbroken. I love you. I have one father. Please stop victimizing me through the media so we can repair our relationship." Meghan claimed this was an unfortunately inaccurate portrayal of her letter, stressing numerous times that she had known nothing of her closest friend's decision to go public. She disclosed a list of those she had discussed the private letter within the papers lodged with the High Court: 2 of her friends, Prince Harry, her mother Doria Ragland, the press team at Kensington Palace, KP, and her solicitor. Her lawyers told the High Court she had told some of her friends about the fact she had sent a letter, adding that she had also discussed the contents of the letter with her husband, her mother, friends A and C, the KP communications team and her solicitor. Meghan insisted more than a dozen times in last week's legal document that she had no prior knowledge of her friend's interview with People. She added that she was so uninvolved in the process of the People article that she only found out about it on the day it was published.
Meghan Markle fights to keep identity of friends who spoke up for her a secret. Meghan Markle is attempting to protect the identity of 5 of her friends as her court battle with the Mail on Sunday and associate newspapers continues. The friends in question defended her in a People magazine article last year and have been named in confidential court documents. Meanwhile, the Mail on Sunday thinks the friends' identities should not be kept a secret as their evidence is at the heart of the case, The Telegraph reports. A spokesperson for the Mail on Sunday says the publication has absolutely no intention of publishing the identities of the friends, but had told Markle's lawyers they wanted the question of their anonymity properly considered by the court. Markle's lawyers applied to block associated newspapers from publishing the names of her friends, and the Duchess released a statement on Thursday morning urging the court to do so. Markle referred to her friends as private citizens and noted they are all young mothers. She added that she was not involved in their decision to speak with People, saying they made the choice on their own to speak anonymously with a US media outlet more than a year ago, to defend me from the bullying behavior of Britain's tabloid media. Markle added that the Mail on Sunday is attempting to expose her friends for clickbait and commercial gain, which she says poses a threat to their emotional and mental well-being. Lawyers for Markle also say they are concerned that if the identities of her friends are leaked, they may not be willing to give evidence to help support her case in court. The anonymous friends in question gave an interview to People magazine last year defending Markle and mentioning her letter to her estranged father, Thomas Markle. That letter was later published by the Mail on Sunday, which is the grounds for the Duchess case against the tabloid.
Meghan Markle passionately spoke out about friends who anonymously defended her in the media. As the court case between Meghan Markle and Associated Newspapers goes on, things continue to get messier. According to a court document obtained by The Telegraph, Associated Newspapers is attempting to out 5 women who anonymously defended Markle to People in 2019, and Markle is not having it. In a statement, the Duchess of Sussex said, Associated Newspapers, the owner of the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday, is threatening to publish the names of 5 women, 5 private citizens, who made a choice on their own to speak anonymously with a U.S. media outlet more than a year ago, to defend me from the bullying behavior of Britain's tabloid media. She continued, these 5 women are not on trial, and nor am I. The publisher of the Mail on Sunday is the one on trial. It is this publisher that acted unlawfully and is attempting to evade accountability, to create a circus and distract from the point of this case, that the Mail on Sunday unlawfully published my private letter. Markle went on to add that publishing their names could be damaging to their well-being. Each of these women is a private citizen, young mother, and each has a basic right to privacy. Both the Mail on Sunday and the court system have their names on a confidential schedule, but for the Mail on Sunday to expose them in the public domain for no reason other than clickbait and commercial gain is vicious and poses a threat to their emotional and mental well-being, she said. The Mail on Sunday is playing a media game with real lives. I respectfully ask the court to treat this legal matter with the sensitivity it deserves, and to prevent the publisher of the Mail on Sunday from breaking precedent and abusing the legal process by identifying these anonymous individuals, a privilege that these newspapers in fact rely upon to protect their own unnamed sources.